Did you know that Goblin Curse once had damage amplification? That's right, they finally nerfed the Goblin Curse, and today we're going to be playing Expo Goblin Curse Cycle. I have no idea why I've never played this before. Or maybe I have, I've played so many, and we're at 15,000 trophies now because I realized I got to 15,000 in yesterday's video, but I didn't even notice, or I ended the video before Arena popped up. So we're here now, we're at 15,000, so we're pushing above it, so I guess we'll see how that goes, and yes, I'll have the balance changes on the screen. I'm sure we can raise the budget to allow a bit of editing on this one. And what they did is, they increased... Oh my god! Prince, what the fuck? Okay, you know what? Fuck Goblin Curse. I never liked the card anyway. That's a lie. I can't even say that. You know, Goblin Curse is like the son I've yet to had. You know, it's the son I've never had. You know, I raised the card with my own two hands and kind of, you know, pushed him up in the light, showed the world what he can do. And he became too powerful, you know, I trained him too well. I showed everybody what he could do, and that frightened people. It frightened even the Supercell developers, and so they had to take him out. Which is devastating, but you know, I'm proud. I'm proud that he could shine for once in the light, you know, some cards never get that opportunity in their entire days, but my Goblin Curse... it got an opportunity to. And honestly, like, the thing I like about Goblin Curse is the fact that it turns things into fucking goblins. Exhibit A. Part of the fun is letting it get a ton of damage in your expo as well. But look, like, moments like these... you won't find moments like these in the trees and the grass and whatnot. You'll find moments like these in Clash. And... you know, luckily, even though the damage amplification is gone, that was kind of just like a bullshit side feature that I was, like, astonished by. That's why I always kind of mentioned it, because I was like, did you know? Like, it makes no sense, but for some reason, the curse that turns things into goblins, for no reason at all, amplifies damage of troops. It just seems so random. Like, it makes no sense. So I'm not surprised they finally fucking decided to remove it. It's like you play any troop, like you play a spell and it lands in Goblin Curse and it does extra damage. Like, that's fucked. It's just, it was actually genuinely OP the whole time. It just took people a while to catch on. Anyway, let's get like one goblin out of that because that card's a fucking annoying ass card. But it's crazy once people figured it out, man. Like, they could see what I saw, man. They could see. It is a damn good card. And unfortunately, everybody figured it out. So it became pretty mainstream meta, and now it's gone. But the good thing is, like I say, it still turns things into goblins, so I'm still going to have just as much fun trolling with it. Although I probably will have more fun trolling with it after the nerf, because the fact that it does more damage means I can turn more troops into goblins, you know what I mean? I can turn more troops into goblins of higher HP with a higher damaging spell, potentially, because, you know, it does more damage. Okay, the feds are outside. So we're going to try and keep our voice low, but that's basically what I'm thinking. Like, it's actually probably a good thing, and because everybody's not using it again, nobody's going to expect it. So Kenny Boy's going to come out of the shadows with his Goblin Curse, and everybody's going to be caught off guard again. Back in the day, man, you used to be able to just... okay, I don't know why I didn't click play again. I've still got PTSD from the play again button, because allegedly they had a maintenance today that fixed it, but I don't trust the devs. I don't trust the fucking devs after what they did to my boy. You know what's funny? I'll tell you a little fun fact, a little behind the scenes. I actually got a message from Supercell saying, we'd love to help you with your channel or something. And I didn't really know how Supercell can help me with my channel, so I said, one request. Maybe you could add a tip in the game that says, did you know that Goblin Curse has damage amplification? Because I think it would be useful for a lot of players to know. And they told me, hey, Ken, that's a great idea. We'll definitely pass it on to the team. Good one. 10 days later, they fucking nerfed the damage amplification. They fucking knew, man. They fucking knew the whole time, and they were playing me like one of their games, man. Like I'm fucking Boom Beach or something. Like, I'm not Boom Beach, okay? I'm a whole-ass person, Supercell. I'm not just some joke that you can just fuck around with, okay? Like, what's going on? A few days after it, like, the one thing Kenny Wenny wants, we're gonna screw around, be a sick fuck about? That's not right. That's not right, Supercell. Anyway, I'm going to go for Skeletons on the P.E.K.K.A right now. Absolutely clinical gameplay, dissecting these cards one at a time, and now we're probably going to take a truckload of damage, if I'm being honest, is what I would say if I was a little puss, but look at me. Well, I'm clearly not. Anyway, let's go. Okay, we're dead. No, we're not. We go with this, and watch the damage amplification of all the spirits landing, and all of a sudden that doesn't connect to the tower, because Goblin... How long have you been like that? What have I told you about warning me when you're moving around? Okay, don't... There's a royal ghost on my fucking tower lamp. Let's work together, okay? We're a team. Alright. Where did my tower go? Alright, let's play an Expo and see if we can get some damage back. I got Evolved Ice Spirit, so I'm feeling good. Alright. P.E.K.K.A. What are you going to do here? You're going to freeze again, and then we're going to go like this, and then we're going to play our Evo Smeltons, and let's hope that he doesn't have Zap. He has Big Zap, also known as not Zap at all in a different spell in the game. So we're going to take the tower, but yeah. Okay. You going to stay there, you little fucking weasel? Good, alright. This is going well. I'm fucking melting all my opponents, and Goblin Curse, this is, look, the reason I wanted to play Expo with Goblin Curse is because then I can amplify the damage the Expo does to lock onto the tower quicker, is basically the thought process. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. We need to kill the Mother Witch. Like, look at the damage amplification! Oh my god, man! Anyway, we're gonna hold that thought for a second. Alright, little bro. If you're wondering, by the way, why today's video was so late, it's because today I was just, you know, out there frolicking in the fields, you know me, man. And I was kind of realizing to myself, like, what do P.E.K.K.A. Evolution, Goblin Giant Evolution, Rage, Goblin Curse players get up to? You know, the players that made the Wait, this game's not fucking over? Alright, little bro, I think, why do I keep having this shit happen to me? I don't want to, wait, Evolved Skeletons are actually cooking. Oh my god, please, please, stop. The Evolved E-Drag is making me want to do bad things to myself. No, okay, we're going to have to go for the damage amplification and hope and pray that we can win this game, because I thought we were going to be... Okay, we have to be careful here. Stop it, you fuckwit. Alright, let's go with this. Fire Spirit should be able to help out there as long as my troops stop doing what the fuck they're doing right now. Okay, I have to defend a P.E.K.K.A. E-Drag pushed right now, so let's see what he does. What kind of spam's going to come at me? Fantastic. Alright, let's go for a damage amplification plus rage to make sure that we can kill all that. God, it just gets you out of every situation. It really is the fucking goat. Let's go for an Ice Golem here. Now, here comes the P.E.K.K.A. at the bridge, no doubt. Okay, let's go for this. And, okay, we're going to stun and reset that. And let's try and keep everything... Okay, that's not going to kite because of the Goblin Curse. Okay, we're going to have to damage amplify here. And we're going to have to hope that we can fucking defend this for our life. Dear Christ. See, this is the reason my Goblin Curse got fucking taken away from me. My Goblin Curse got taken away from me because of Goblin... I don't even want to say it. It's like a bit of mucus wants to come out of my mouth. Goblin Giant, Goblin Machine, Evolve P.E.K.K.A, Evolve Goblin Giant, fucking Goblin Curse, Rage. That's the reason it got nerfed. Okay, good job. That's the reason my card got nerfed, and it makes me wonder, what do those players do, man? Well, who came up with that shit? Do you reckon the guy that came up with Goblin Giant fucking P.E.K.K.A Evolution spam, what do you think, like... What do you think he does? Do you think he's ever had a shower? Do you think he's ever gone outside, man? Like, let's think about this. Probably not. And we're against E-Dragon again. So let's go for a rage right now and try and, let's try and hold it together. But you can see I'm visibly upset. Okay, I'm upset because potentially my least favorite dick of all time made one of my favorite cards take a beating. If it weren't for that dick, I'm confident that the strategy of spam Goblin Curse... Spam plus Goblin Curse would not have been discovered for at least a little bit longer, and the fun would have resumed. It does make me wonder, though. It does make me wonder what those stinky fucks get up to, you know? Content Clown is back with 2.3 Goblin Barrel Evolution Cycle with Evolve Cannon Cycle cards and Goblin Curse and Rage. I have been missing out on playing Evolve Goblin Barrel because every time I make a cycle deck, I'm like, I may as well just play bait at that point. Like, I may as well just play fucking log bait. But then I was like, wait, Goblin Curse and Rage though? And obviously Goblin Curse has damage amplification, so then Goblin Curse works in the same way as Miner, where it's like you just play it on the tower, then they want to play Swarm cards to defend it when they don't have a spell. And that's when you catch them with their pants down. You play the Goblin Curse Rage, and you kill everything, you rage up the goblins, and you know what? I'm just going to go for this here, because obviously the damage amplification is going to exist and help a lot. And also, just turn those bats into goblins, and that's going to defend. So Doc Zombie is going to be the first victim today. But yeah, no, I have a good plan cooked up, and I have something I want to say. I had a cathartic moment where I was in my apartment, and it was like 7 p.m. and there was something. Damn it, man! I wish I had Goblin Curse. There was something going on at the local pub, like a little, I don't know, something happening. I don't even know. So I went to the pub by myself, and I sat, and I was gonna get a drink. I didn't really know what was gonna happen. I thought I was gonna be like standing there awkwardly, and then I was gonna have to sit by myself. I was gonna be sad. But I got in the pub. I walked through the door. I ordered a drink, and as soon as I order a drink, this guy's like telling me how fucking tall I am, because if you don't know, I'm very fucking tall. So tall, in fact, that I don't actually know the last time I've seen somebody taller than me. It's actually fucked. There was only one person taller than me in school, and he is crazy tall. So this guy comes up to me, and I don't know him from a bar of soap, and he's like, "You're fucking tall, mate. You're fucking fuck." That's how Australians talk, if you didn't know. Alright, this is value. Love how the Evolve Cannon actually didn't do anything to the balloon there. Sparky dies though, so that's great. And the other tower is going to help out. So this is the part where we do this. And hopefully he plays Goblin Curse. And doesn't... I mean, Goblin Gang. And let's see. So they're good. This is the Evolved Goblin Barrel experience. This is just going to be nasty. And this guy he's parked, he's double parked. He has 2 pints in his hands. And he's telling me, he's like, "Fuck, mate, you're fucking tall, mate. You're fucking hell." And he's like 50-year-old. Around, that's what he looked. Maybe, I think he actually told me he was 50, yeah. And, oh, here we go. Okay, so he's just playing the try not to play Goblin Gang challenge at the moment, which is wise, because I would fuck him in the ass if he did. And, then he's like, "Mate, I'm just gonna fucking sit outside. You wanna fucking sit with me?" So then I go outside, and there's him at this table, and there's this couple. And it's like, they look extremely uncomfortable that I'm coming to sit with them. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Why is this the case? And I realized that this guy that I'm sitting with is like, he might be on something, but he's also fucking drunk out of his goddamn mind. And then he starts telling, and then as soon as we sit down, this couple get up and leave. So now it's me and this guy at the table, and I'm like, oh god, what have I signed up for here? And he keeps touching my arm, man. Never a good sign. Like, and then whenever I look away from looking at him, he's like, "Hey, pay attention." And I'm like, oh god. Alright, anyway, let's end the game here. Dagger Dutch is out of things. We're going to get a ton of goblins, and they're raged, and he's not going to react in time. This guy keeps touching my arm, grabbing my arm every time he wants to talk to me. And every time like I look away, he's just like, "Hey." And I'm like, oh god, like I've ordered food and a drink to this table, so I can't get up and leave. Like, the food is coming to this table. So I'm like, oh god, like I'm fucking locked into talking to this guy. And then he brings up he's like, "Mate, my fucking nephew, my niece, is fucking suicidal." And I'm like, oh god, that's fucking dark, man, to tell me. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm like, fuck. Like, I'm just trying to react to this as like any normal person would be like, fuck, I'm sorry to hear that. Like, that's terrible. And then he keeps going on about it. And then eventually I bring it up. I'm like, I wonder why she's like that. And then he's like, "Hey, don't talk about her." And I'm like, what? Like, he brought it up. He brought up that topic. And I was like, oh my god, I'm sorry. And he's like, "You're right, mate, you're right." And I'm like, oh god, this guy is, he's all over the place. This is not good. He's unpredictable. I gotta get my food and get the fuck out of here. And so eventually, after the couple left and he keeps talking to me, eventually what happens is he just almost is like talking to himself. I realize at a certain point that I'm engaging in a conversation with him, but eventually he actually doesn't need me to be part of the conversation. He keeps saying the same phrase over and over, which is like, as soon as my food arrives, and by the way, he was trying to bum cigarettes off other people in the pub, and when he was doing that, the waiter came up to me and he's like, "Just let me know if this guy's like acting out of
out of character or something, or out of line, we'll get rid of him or something. And I was like, yeah, he's fine at the moment. Like, thanks though. Like, I appreciate him saying that, because this guy was a bit like, he was a bit all over the place. I didn't like, I literally don't know if I looked away for a second, like he could have just swung at me for no reason at all. Some people are just very unpredictable. And so I appreciate him saying that at least. And so eventually he gets up and he comes back after he gets some cigarette papers off someone. And while I'm eating my food after this guy's dropped it off, the waiter, he says something, and then he'll just be like, enjoy your meal, mate. And then he'll like go on, he'll keep talking, and then he'll be like, enjoy your meal, mate. Like, he just keeps, it's a really weird thing where he's aware that he's ranting, but he still does it. I don't really know how to explain it. And that's basically how this I almost said cycle there. It was beer cycle, man. Fucking ranting cycle. That's pretty much what I do on a daily basis, so I could relate to this guy. Yeah, he just kept saying something, and then he'd be like, enjoy your meal, mate. So he was definitely on something, or he was just drunk out of his fucking mind. But even when I'm drunk out of my mind, I feel like I would know if I'm repeating shit that clearly. So anyway, I finished my meal, and I went upstairs, and I remember one thing he said to me that I wanted to bring up in my video, because it's been a fear of mine for a long time now, which is something that he was embodying and said to me. He was like, fucking, these like, women are bitches. Like, I fucking hate women. Like, this one, she fucking ripped. Like, I don't know. He just kept like iterating that, you know, I was a good bloke and she ripped my fucking heart out, mate. And I'm just like, my worst fear is to be that guy. Like, be the 50-year-old at the pub hating on women like that just because you've had a bad experience, like that bad, and just be in that situation in life. Like, it's a fear of mine. Oh my god, that could have been fucking value for days if I just waited. How was I meant to expect he was going to play Goblin Gang and Rage? But now I know. And that's why Valkyrie's good in this, because Valkyrie's good with bait generally. It's good with Goblin Curse, and it's just a good card. Valkyrie's one of the most underrated cards in the game. But yeah, anyway, back to something like more important. Yeah, it's just been a fear of mine. Like, in the grand scheme of things, obviously, not even in the grand scheme of things. I'm young, I'm 24, but like, I just don't want to be 50 and alone like that. I don't know. That's terrible. Terrible. I think it's a lot of guys' worst fear, honestly. Maybe it's not just me. Like, when you get to that age and, like, you know, you're not really desirable to the opposite sex as much. You're just kind of stuck. I don't know. It's not a good situation, and your life's a bit. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I just don't like it. Anyway, we get value here. That shit just rubs me the wrong way, man. This dick is working in more positive news very well. It does make me like a little bit concerned, but it's like, you're fine. You know what I mean? There's no rush. Like, you just gotta enjoy your life. You can't just be thinking like that. But it is something in the back of my mind. Alright, hopefully these goblins save me. The damage amplification, which of course exists with the Goblin Curse, helps out, as well as the fact that it turns into goblins. But yeah, I couldn't, that just kind of stuck with me, because I see these characters every now and then in my life. My old neighbor, who I've spoken about a lot on this channel, who moved out, he was a major culprit of that sort of, I guess, embodiment of that sort of person. I don't really know how to explain it. Anyway, I'm just going to go like this. Bit of a sloppy sort of place. You can just Goblin Gang if you want, or just take the damage. I have a plethora of options here to defend pretty much everything. And I think this, like, I could have gone Evolve Valkyrie in this, but like, it's not even necessary. I have strong defense. I have cycle cards, Evolve Cannon. Yeah, it's kind of hard to top that. Like, just really good defense. I can attack very well as well. The cycle's so quick that it's quicker than normal bait, where it's just like Goblin Barrel evolution over and over again. And then what's the other evolution I've got in the deck? Oh yes, of course. Cannon evolution. You got one super solid defense, one super solid offense. I love that, man. I love that for defense and offense. And then it's just super quick cycle. Then you got Goblin Curse and Rage, which is good for defense and offense. it's just a good time, man. But yeah, there's my rant for the day. It's not really like much of a story. It's just kind of something that stuck out to me. I was really like cooped up just in my apartment, and I was like, fuck, there's nobody's available. I'll just go to the pub by myself and see what happens. And yeah, I guess it was a little bit of a I don't even know if I guess a learning experience. I don't really know what I learned from that. It's just kind of like, it just gives you perspective, I guess, on other people. You always meet interesting characters at the pub, that's for sure. Especially if you go by yourself and that's another thing in other countries as well. If you go by yourself, solo traveling or something, and you just talk to people, it just gives you perspective. It really does. And that was not the perspective I was looking for, but it's just the reality. Yeah, he told me a number of other things which I won't get into, but it's just like, yeah, I don't know. It's just some people, yeah, bad situations, you know? Anyway, I'm just going to do this. That's enough. Oh, I fucking missed one. Kind of turns that into a... Okay, at least we scared him enough to play that. And this is a lot of Elixir I'm playing here, but the whole thing with this dick is that I can do this and get away with it because I have such cheap counters to stuff. Just go for an Ice Spirit here. Make sure to play it in a terrible position so the minion almost gets a hit, but it doesn't matter. And I have Evolved Goblin Barrel already in hand. Don't really have a good play to play it into because obviously he's got Dagger Duchess, which kind of fucks it. I'm just going to cycle the cannon. Yeah, that just really stuck in my mind, man. It's like Homer Simpson. It's like the characters in The Simpsons who sit in Moe's Tavern, they drink in their 40s, they hate their wives. I don't want to be that. That is literally my worst fear. Buried alive? That is my worst fear. That shit is bad. Okay, I'm just going to play this because he's going to... Yeah, they usually defend their Executioner. And I'm not really throwing many Goblin Barrels, so I'm just going to do this because it kind of scares people into playing a lot of Elixir generally, I feel like. Or not. Or just a log, whatever. I just needed to get it. I needed to play something. And I need this guy to play a Goblin Gang or something here. Or goblins of some kind. Okay, that's fine as well. And then let me just play a cannon here. I'm not getting much damage, but I'm going to put the press on. Ooh, here we go. This is good, actually. I think we've outcycled. Oh, have we outcycled his log? Now we haven't, but he's going to delay it. There we go. And now we can keep outcycling. Keep cycling to our evolutions as well. Let's play this here. Okay, interesting fireball. Alright, let's just do this. And then wherever he goes with the goblins, which I'm pretty sure... Yeah, there it is. Okay, let's go like this. Oh, that's just going to activate King. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm such a twat. Alright, at least we got a lot of damage there. I'm just going to throw this before it gets all its daggers back. And to cycle. And... Okay. He keeps playing Executioners all the way in the back. If he gives me a good reason here, I will go with this. It's not really enough. That is crazy. That is crazy. Oh my god, that's game over. That is fucked. I wasn't even able to get through, and then Captain Jake was just like, here. Here's an opportunity. And yeah, for some reason the views on this channel have also been quite crazy recently. Like 200,000 views on these videos. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. Anyway, make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I'll be back tomorrow. Today we're going to be playing Monk Cycle with Goblin Curse and Evolve Cannon and Evolve Zap. That's all I really need in life. I just need a Monk, cross the bridge, deflect damage of what's hitting it, back onto them, drop a Goblin Curse on the unit that's being deflected, damage on that, Evolve Zap, kill it, do extra damage, win the game. Got my meds back, so can not have a repeat of yesterday's video, hopefully. But yeah, so I'm thinking this should work. I had many different ideas. I was like, maybe I should play Evolve Wizard and then, you know, like play the Monk with the Evolve Wizard, and then it's got that like ring of fire around it and it will never die. But then I was like, you know what? I just need Monk, man. I just need Monk and Goblin Curse. That's all I've ever needed in my entire life. When I found those two things, it was just a happy marriage. Sometimes you don't need to find that happy person when you have Monk and the right combination of cards with it, and Goblin Curse, of course. So anyway, yeah, I put in Evolve Cannon as well, because obviously then I can defend every unit in the game from Beal from Clash ESP, which tells me he is Espanol, which means I cannot read his clan description, unfortunately, which is one of the highlights of my day now gone. Anyway, I hope he plays skeletons somewhere at some point. Okay, that's one way to do it. And he might go hog in front of this, but I'm going to go monk either way, just so that I can, you know what, I'm just going to deflect, go with this over here. Oh, he's got hog earthquake. Okay, a little bit of a cunty cycle deck we're playing, are we, Bill? That's fine, because I should be able to get another monk ability. If you go skeletons, I can obviously just zap, or, zap like 10 years later, there we go, and then go for the ability here. And we're going to get some chip damage from those bats. That's pretty good. That's what it's all about. And then get that little third monk hit that does a ton of damage there. And now we have the Evolved Cannon, which is great against Earthquake because obviously it's going to, you know, knock things back, which helps. And the damage also does not hurt. And I remember when I used to play this game. I used to stream this game. God, I sound like such a winner when I say this, but I used to stream this game 12 hours a day. Oh, what a champion I was. What a champion I still am. And so I streamed it 12 hours a day. And I played on I couldn't afford a phone. But I had... Well, it's actually a little story. So when I was, like, young, I think... Oh, God! Anyway, hold that thought. Wasted cannon. I didn't have a phone. And my first phone was my uncle's iPhone 5 that he had sitting in a drawer in his room, and it wasn't working anymore because for some reason, I don't know. So he had a new phone that he already forked a fortune out for. And iPhones and phones are not cheap. So when you get a phone that doesn't work and you just kind of like discard it, I don't know why he didn't go to the Apple store or something. Maybe he did and they just said like, nah, like this is not fucking, we're not doing anything about this. Anyway, I'm going to Evolve Zap this. Kind of makes sense. And that is a good monk ability there. And we're somehow winning this game despite not really having a win condition and him having Earthquake for my cannon. Let's go with this, and let's go with this up high so he hopefully misses the Earthquake. Anyway, so he gave me this. I was like, hey, can I have the phone even though it like doesn't work and turn on or anything? And then he was like, yeah, sure. Well, I've already been to the Apple store. Whatever the hell he said, it doesn't work. I was like, cool. So I went to the Apple store and basically they ended up giving me a new phone for free. So he was like, bitch, like that was my phone. And holy goblin curse. And he used his log trying to get through without the Earthquake there. So that wasted his Valkyrie. Good plays from me. Right? Alright, well, I'm just going to run it back. Why not? That shit worked last time. And he's going to have to log. And we're going to get a shit ton of damage. And that's why Goblin Curse is my favorite card. And this is the great thing about this dick. Even with Evolve Zap. Evolve Zap does a lot of damage. I still have Okay, I'm an idiot. Hold that thought. Wait, can I just win here? If I can't, okay, thank God. So Evolve Zap does like a 10,000 damage. That's great. Anyway, I took the iPhone 5 to the Apple store and I got a free iPhone, and that was how I got my free phone. So every phone I've actually got in my life has been scumbagged off someone else. This I won in a coin toss in Texas, and my iPhone 5 I got off my uncle, and I went back to Scotland when I saw him, and he was like, "What the fuck? I can't really take it off like a." I don't even know how old I was, 13-year-old boy or something. I don't even know how old I was. And so that's how I got my phone. And now I can't actually remember why I even brought that up in the first place. I have no idea. How the fuck, what was I even talking about? Can someone remind me in the comments section? I'm already on to the next ADHD tangent thought, even though I don't have ADHD. Anywho, that was a good win, man. As soon as he started like... I don't know why. He's like, okay, now I'm going to start playing skeletons around my tower. That seems like the appropriate play at this point in my life. And that's why he lost. And he just kept doing it. So that's great for me. That is an annoying-ass card. You know what? I could activate King here. Ooh, yes. Okay. This is going to be a fun game. I'll tell you why. Because we can use Monk to deflect the barrels later in the game, which could very well end up helping me win the game, but also I can use it to deflect the firecracker at the bridge to get damage. But it's going to be more fun if I deflect a goblin barrel. So let's try and, I guess, remember his cycle. So he's played one card, being knight. So he's 3 away from his goblin barrel. I really want to get a deflection, but I need to have monk in hand again. And another thing about having monk in the dick is that it's... What is this guy doing? Oh, Evolve Mega Knight, of course. Well, that's not going to be able to knock it back. Well, it's got the ability. Fun little fact if you didn't know. What was I going to say? What the hell? Sorry, that looked really weird. So King Tower's already activated. Basically, another thing is, if you thought it was broken enough, like if you thought it wasn't broken enough cycling evolutions this quick, by the way, it's probably back to Goblin Barrel. When you have Monk on the board, I can cycle evolutions even faster, which is fantastic, because it's a 3-card cycle to evolutions. So that's cool, I guess. Anywho, that's going to do a lot of damage to that knight. Kabang! And it flies away. And, again, now I got 2 evolutions in hand. Why is everyone playing Hog Rider? Oh, see a Firecracker? I really want to have... See, I want to use my Monk, but he's playing the most geeky barrels of all time. He's going to play Mega Knight at some point. I guess I'll just cycle another cannon because he's got a weird cycle. Don't think he's got Hog anytime soon. And I got Monk on the board, so I can quickly cycle to another cannon in like 2 seconds. And that was a bad Musketeer. That's what we call a Crusketeer. And that's a really good Monk ability. Goddamn, Monk is just a good card. And it's just going to deflect, kill that, and do tower damage, and tank the Mega Knight. Monk is one of my favorite cards in this game because it's geeky. It's like it's a geeky little card. Anywho, let's hope he goes for it now. Oh, I know he's going to do it. I know he's going to do it. Come on, do it! What the hell? Okay, that was not my best use of the ability. Look, it's going to be cool. I'm going to do it late in the game and everyone's going to be like, wow, Ken is even cooler than I thought in the past. Anyway, I'm going to go with this because that's annoying me. And that's not going to kill it, so I'm just going to do that. Make sure the Musketeer dies. Crusketeer. And let's go for an ability here. May as well, because it's got back to its ability. And we're going to get some more chip damage. Wait. Oh, if I can deflect a Barbed Arrow. Okay. There is infinite things in this game for me to get Monk ability against. I mean, Monk ability value against. And I'm going to get a Barbed Arrow deflection, a Goblin Barrel deflection. Oh my god. Yes, it's going to deflect the thing, and then it's going to activate his King Tower for him. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, so I've just used the Monk ability in all the worst ways so far. What the hell? Why is that so weird? Alright, let's go like this. And then let's just keep cycling Monks at the bridge until, I don't know, something works out. Because he's playing muskets. And you know what? Let's just play this here because that Musketeer is going to get too much value otherwise. What the hell? Zap! Oh my god, I don't know if that got a hit. That thing's annoying, so I'm just going to evolve cannon. Brilliant, broken ass card. Okay, I can't really tank much more damage, so let's go with this here. And let's go with this. He's going to try and probably... Okay, that's actually really good. Go for the ability now, please! Okay, that's perfect. So that's going to do a ton of damage. That's going to deflect that. Okay, let's make sure he doesn't get much damage here. I would love... I need to keep cycling Monks at the bridge because... Wait, I need to cycle this and this because this is turning into a spell cycle win here. So let's go like this. And then let's go like this again. Don't want him getting any more damage. And I can't let him get any damage here, of course. And then we win with Broken Evolve Zap, doing a ton of damage. Yes! I don't need any deflections, man. Look, there were infinite things to deflect there. Barbed Barrel, Goblin Barrel, Monk, Musketeer, Crusketeer, whatever the hell its name is. But we don't need that, man. All we need is good old Monk, a good old Goblin Curse. Why is Blood calling me Frankenstein and shit? Like, I don't even know what that emote means. He's probably sitting somewhere in... Oh my god. Wait, what the fuck? I say Frankenstein and now I'm versing Monster. Is this guy going to be the final boss, man? Let's see if he's... Oh my god, bruh. Alright. Well, air defense isn't something I'm too fond of anyway, so let's go like this. Go with this to deflect the Dagger Duchess while it's got all those things. The knives, whatever the hell they are. And let's go with this. I got to cycle back to my bats. Let's go with this. Pull this nowhere. Please, cannon, kill it. Are you fucking serious? Alright, Monk took the tower, so that's cool. He's probably got Zap or arrows. So that is an interesting looking Zap. I'm going to go with Goblin Curse. That's actually going to be pretty good with the E-Spirit here. And look at that. Pretty decent defense considering all we had with bats. And he just tanked the whole tower. But then again, why is he playing Princess with Lava Hound? Things I will never know the answer to. Anyway, I'm going to try and 3-crown this guy, I reckon. If I just Monk in the middle here, I want to get my ability as fast as possible because I want to deflect everything. And then I want to get to my bats as quickly as possible. Let's go with this here. Okay, that's not good. Fuck. Okay, so now I've got no elixir, did no damage. Oh god. Alright, let's try and do our best to defend with what we have here. Let's go with the skeletons up high. Just need to keep that cannon kind of hitting that. And I don't want the rage dropping on the hound. Alright, so now we can use these. We have Evolve Zap though, so that's the difference this time. So let's go like this. Bang. Bang. That was pretty good. I mean, we don't lose our tower, I guess. That monk in the base was a Hall of Fame, like, shit play. I want to read this guy's clan description. 800 health, and I have to play same lane. Fuck it. He's going to go eye drag probably. Let's go with this. And see how this goes, I guess. Can't really do anything. I'm just going to kind of play this here. Okay, that's actually... Oh! That is good. Okay. We got to keep the Inferno Dragon distracted for as long as possible. And he's playing another Lava Hound. So I'm going to play another cannon. I need that shit to die. So let's go with this. And then let's turn those into fucking as many goblins as we can. And I don't want that doing damage to my tower. So can we stop hitting my tower, Mr. Lava Hound? Thank you. And then don't want that getting anywhere near me cannon. So let's go for a zap here. Make sure to time it horribly so it doesn't hit any of the pups. And then let's go for broken cannon here. And he's going to fireball and take my fucking tower anyway. Cool, yes. Now this is where things get interesting. He's going to Lava Hound the back other lane. Or he's going to do that. I'm still going to attack here. Let's go like this. And then let's go like this. And I'm going to kill that princess because it's going to get too much value otherwise. And that is pretty useful. Now let's try and snipe this while he's defending with all that shit. Go with this for the damage amplification. Bang! Become a goblin, please. Shank. And now he Lava Hounds in the base and doesn't do anything. So we Lava Hounds there instead. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cycle to my monk, play at the bridge again. And I'm going to try and sneakily kill this Lava Hound. The monk is more of a distraction than anything this time, really. Because I just want to kill this Lava Hound. Let's go with this. I think he sees through my plan here. But he still has to deal with my monk. And he chose to not do that. So we win with Evolve Zap being broken. Let's go, baby. La la la. The only appropriate emote for that scenario. Alright, let me see what this guy's... Let me play the game, man. I don't want to be forced on this lucky fucking 2-star drop. I don't remember the last time I got a 5-star drop. I swear to God, man, I'm going to learn every language and I'm going to be able to read every clan description. That's my new conquest. Oh, look, 3 of these that I don't need. Cool beans. Subscribe.
When I first got into this game, one of my favorite things to do was just go Goblin Barrel and Ice Spirit. I thought the concept was so simple. The Ice Spirit can get to the tower, it's so cheap, and it tanks for the Goblin Barrel. So I was thinking, with the 3-card cycle, I'm trying to make the most out of this before they nerf it. The Little Prince is the cheapest champion in the game, which means that the 3-card cycle happens the cheapest. And so I like the idea of just spamming my Ice Spirit and Goblin Barrel and relying heavily on Little Prince to kill everything. So I've got Berserkian cycle cards, I've got no building, pretty similar to what I played before, but like, an offense like this is so cheap, and just by doing that as well, I've already cycled 2 evolutions. So yeah, he gets a positive elixir trade by 2, I'm not going to lie there. But I've cycled 2 of my evolutions in 1 play. Alright, we're going to have to go with this, I'm going to try our best to defend. And as you can see, we've already cycled back to our next Goblin Barrel and Ice Spirit. I'm not like saying I always have to go with it, but it's not the worst thing in the world. And the thing is, another thing I like about that play is that it's like, it's so cheap, but it forces out so much elixir because it has to be addressed. If you don't address that, you lose. Like, it's kind of fucked. Alright, I'm gonna have to defend this, so let me just try and kite shit around and then get a little prince down, and hopefully we don't die to that one recruit. And, alright, that's not too bad. If that Fire Spirit... Okay, it doesn't get down in time, but it's all good. We got Machine Gun Little Prince now, and we take a ton of damage, but we've got the Evo Goblin Barrel in hand now.
So I think I'm going to go for the main one on the side of the Little Prince, because you'll probably want to answer that with Barb Barrel. And then both sides are being tanked for. So let's see how he answers this. So he actually chooses to answer that side. And there you go. That is disgusting. Getting to Evo Goblin Barrel that quickly, having this many spirits in the dick feels kind of illegal. Because having Ice Spirit, E-Spirit, and Fire Spirit just means that I have so many answers. I have so many different ways. Okay, I don't know what bro was trying to predict there, but it just means I have so many different... Okay, that was a fumble. I don't know how that didn't go for that. I have so many different things to tank for my Goblin Barrel that push is just at all times fucking OP. And then with the Little Prince making the card cycle to the Goblin Barrel even quicker, it's not like I'm getting it once and I've got to make it count. I'm always playing them. So yeah, basically what I'm saying is Kenny Wenny's got a broken dick again today and he's going to make it work. So this is great. Every time he has recruits, I just have Evo Ice Spirit. I will actually go for the ability here. And then I also have Vines, which is also just like the best card in the entire game. So just like can counter fucking everything. Alright. And then we also have Berserky, which is also getting a nerf because Berserky's fucking OP because of interactions like this where I can just defend really cheap with Berserky. He threw his arrows. You know what? Let's try and bait out because he used his Barb Barrel there. And this is a sweaty meta deck this guy's playing. I'm going to tank that Zappy over there because I'm not sure if he's going to go recruits. Okay, so I'm going to have to defend this as best I can with Little Prince, and I'm going to throw the Goblin Barrel, and he's going to overcommit with Royal Hogs, and then we're going to win the game. That's basically the prophecy here. And, okay, so he chose to go with that. And look at that! Because of the Little Prince 3-card cycle, I'm already back to my Goblin Barrel. And he's playing cards he doesn't want to play there. Let's go for Vines for the chip damage. And because the Little Prince has been alive for so long, I'm back to Goblin Barrel again. And he's used both his counters. And I can go for an Evo Ice Spirit on defense, which is going to make sure that dies and we just win the game. That's what I was thinking. If I can keep the Little Prince, I should be cycling Little Prince in the back so that I can constantly be throwing down Ice Spirits and Goblin Barrels because they're so cheap, they're cycling to the Evos, they apply pressure, they work with the Spirits, and they 3-card cycle to the Evolutions. It's just nasty. Anyway, we're against Sook on my dick, and we're going to start the game. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, we're going to start with this to try and get some chip damage. And just quietly, we hit 1 million subscribers. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I can't believe we hit 1 million subscribers. It is crazy. I've never seen a 1M next to the name. I can't believe I'm going to have a 1 million subscriber plaque. It's a crazy thing. The goal's always been 10 million. It's an ambitious goal, I know, but if I just don't give up, I don't really see how I can fail getting to there. So, yeah, that's awesome. 1 million subs. Crazy scenes. We're already back to Goblin Barrel. I'm going to cycle my Ice Spirit again while Little Prince is there. And good to know. We're against Sweaty Vines Mortar Bait. I have so many things I want to say. So many things I feel like I want to yap about recently because the channel has just been like, there's just been the most things happening ever. Like just in the last like few days. And it's been kind of crazy, but there's just too much content to be made. There's too much happening with the Clash update and like the channel growth and the streaming starting. There's just so much happening, but I'm already got the fucking Evo Barrel. So we're going to go for this. And the thing is with the Cannoneer, okay, this is going to be an interesting defense. Definitely going to need Evo Ice Spirit. With the Cannoneer, oh, good Vines, but I'm going to throw a Goblin Barrel. But I was going to say, with the Cannoneer, both my Goblin Barrels are as strong as each other. Like, both Holy Fire Spirit clutch. And look at the Little Prince machine gun. Because obviously the Cannoneer has to 3-shot the Goblin Barrel, even the decoy. So it's kind of OP in this matchup, having the Cannoneer as the tower troops. So Little Prince is there, so I'm going to cycle another Goblin Barrel, and this is just a menace. This is one of the nastiest dicks I've laid my hands on in a while, and it's a troll dick, which is great. And I don't know what this guy's going to do here. Is he going to back up his little cannon cut push? If not, it's just positive trades galore. Go for an Ice Golem and just let that whole thing die. And he's going for a defensive mortar. So I don't feel any need to attack. I don't even need to get to your tower, little bro. I can just set up in the back, cycle my Evos, and perfect. Let's go with this. And that's going to be a threat in both lanes. And I'm going to go for an Ice Spirit. I'm going to keep cycling my Goblin Barrel while the Little Prince is on the map. I want to keep that alive for as long as possible, because that's pretty much the gimmick of what we're trying to do here. And we're just literally spamming Goblin Barrels at his tower. I almost feel like I should be going for more Vines. Oh wait, that fucking Evo Ice Spirit's going to die, isn't it? Oh, it clutched up because one of the Spear Goblins like hesitated there. Alright, let's go for this and try and keep all this alive and get the Little Prince on the board. And I've actually got Goblin Barrel in hand, so may as well go for it here. And, yeah. No, his Evo Mortar is not going to get too much value there. Unless, of course, it locks on. Alright, I have to Vines that for sure. Go for this so that once it does come out of the Vines, it goes for that. And this is slightly threatening because I do not have, like, I can't really go on. Are you fucking... Did I just... How did that even... I think we must be going through some lag and internet connection issues, but it's okay because we're going into this next game. We won't have any problems in this one because I fixed the problem. It's all good, and we're against Cheatlock. All right. I'm not going to lie. I fumbled that game. I went maybe slightly too aggressive, and we'll break it connects on my tower. All right. It's time to lock in. But yeah, there's like 10 million thousand different things that's happening. I actually really do like streaming. If that connects to the tower, there's no way. Okay, thank God. Something, obviously, is I've just started, like, daily streaming, essentially, just for no reason. It's kind of fun for me, so I'm just going to keep doing it. I'm just going to keep daily streaming for the rest of my life. Yep. Now we do daily videos and daily streams. Fuck yeah. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, so if fun, Kenny Wenny keeps doing it. And, yeah, it's been fun. Million subs is fun as well. The new Clash update's fun. It's been pretty crazy, though. Been pretty crazy. Just everything that's going on, you know, recently. And then that Minecraft video. So many different... I did not know how people were going to receive that. I always fucking hate it when I post one of them. But reading those comments is very, very interesting. When you talk about something like that, it's very interesting reading the comments. Alright, you know what? We're getting a shit ton of damage from the Goblin Barrel. We're going to go for an Evo Ice Spirit. And that's going to freeze that shit. But still kite. And then go for an E-Spirit to clear out some of these smellies. And he's going to think he's going to get away with the little vines there. I'm going to go for a Ice Spirit there. And that's going to hopefully clutch out. Okay, I'm going to go for a Witch. I mean, an Ice Golem for the Witch. I hope it, like, dies on the Witch. Perfect. That's alright. Okay. So we got a ton of damage in both lanes with the Goblin Barrel. I've got to be a little bit careful because if they just ignore my Goblin Barrel like he did last game and they just go crazy, I can fumble the game. And trust me, that loss stings me to this day. Stings me to this very moment. Now, I should just chill out. No, I shouldn't. Let's fucking go in. That's the whole point of the video. Let's go in. We've got Little Prince in hand. And let's see if we can get some damage. Nice. Alright. Now, Berserky... You know what? We're going to go for a Fire Spirit to make him think that's my only counter to his ability. Then we go for this. Hopefully he goes for the ability now. Okay, this guy is allergic to the ability button. Please do not go for the ability now, for the love of God. Okay, he's going for it now. Oh, that card is gross. Alright, Evo Ice Spirit, please save me. And we're back to Little Prince. Alright, we need to get a Fire Spirit down ASAP. Oh my God. Okay, I don't know how that connected, I'm not going to lie, but we are back to Goblin Barrel. So this is kind of a clutch next game, which is what I wanted after that last one. Alright, let's go for an Ice Golem in front of this. Baby Dragon got pulled to the other lane. So let's just go for a Fire Spirit and a Berserky. That will counter that. And now we can just go for this. And he's absolutely going to have to counter. I've actually not been using my Vines with the Goblin Barrel. That is a tremendous shout. I should have done that 100% in the last game. Damn it, man. I hate it when I learn things, man. I hate it when I fucking learn things too late. But yeah, now I know. The Vines is also great with the Goblin Barrel. And man, I feel like I should be playing Golden Knight trolling because that card has the most disgusting dash abilities. Like, what if I like hold things in a place and then I go Golden Knight and dash, dash, dash with the Vines? I don't know. Maybe I'm cooking something up. I mean, Vines, Golden Knight is a champion, so it has a 3-card cycle as well. So that could be kind of nasty. All right, let me lock in right now. So we got Little Prince in hand. I have my Ice Spirit evolution to cycle. But yeah, no, I don't know. I am very tired today as well. I decided to drink, which, by the way, I am never doing again. I'm never drinking again, man. It's fucking done. It's like one of those things, man. It's like post-nut clarity when you're just sitting there at the end of the night, the late of the night, and you're like, why? I'm going to feel terrible tomorrow. Why did I do that? It was not worth it. It was like borrowing tomorrow's happiness, you know? I don't know. All I like to do is make content. Is there anything wrong with that, chat? If I just make content for the rest of my life, is anything wrong with that? Right. Actually, I'm just going to Vines that. I'm not going to take any risks there with the Berserky and some bullshit counters. That will just counter it for sure. And we're Bing chilling. Okay, let's go with this. I don't know how he got to the Goblin Barrel so quickly, but we activate King at least. Oh, it's level 16. Wait, was that the mirrored barrel he just played there? I mean, it must have been. And now basically we get a shit ton of value out of 2 Goblin Barrels with the Berserky tanking for the decoys. And he chooses to arrow that lane. Yup. Kind of broken. Thank you, my slime. Thank you for dropping out the well played. But yeah, I'm very tired. I decided I would go out late drinking, and then I realized, wait, I don't want to break the chain with the streaming thing. So I woke up really early, incredibly sleep deprived and hungover, and went live. And now I'm tired all day. I feel like I've been like perpetually just constantly tired recently. Just can't catch up because I want to start waking up earlier. I want to start waking up at like 5:30 so that I can stream, because most of the people that watch these videos are from America. And if I stream at American time, then more people can watch, which is cool. Very cool. The things I do for the Americans. I think also, like, yeah, the things I do. I'm just the greatest human ever born. Alright, anyway, I'm going to go for vines here. I don't know what the fuck's going on, if I'm being honest. Just like outside of the game, just in life in general. Anyway, please, can we survive the double Evos push? Just going to keep pulling shit around. Thank heavens we defend. Alright, cool. So, we're actually not going that crazy. Ice Golem's going to tank quite a bit, so I'm going to go over the decoy on this lane. And please tank. Very cool. Yes, Ice Golem is tanking. Maybe I should have gone Vines as well. In fact, I absolutely should have. Alright, let's cycle this. Let's go for Vines now. He's going to go for a Goblin Barrel, so let's go for the Fire Spirit trick. I didn't even need to. I kind of fucked it up. I mean, by kind of, I mean absolutely. I did fuck it up, but the King Tower's activated, and I forgot about that. Oh, fuck, he's got Mirror, of course. Okay, Fire Spirit, clutch up here. Thank you, my slime. But yeah, do I look tired? Can you tell? Because I am. Is that going to activate King? No. Alright, now as he goes Mega Knight, he won't afford a Goblin Barrel counter, hopefully, so I'll go with this because he doesn't have a spell and we win the game. Come on. And somehow I'm already back to Goblin Barrel because of broken 3-card cycle. And I was back to Goblin Barrel again. Good game. And that is another Clash Royale video. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe. And